My name is Sarah. I am 34 years old. I live in a quiet house with my husband. His name is Daniel. We have been married for 8 years. We do not have children. People think we are happy. They see us in the street and smile. They think we love each other. But they do not know the truth. I wake up every morning before him. I make breakfast. I put the tea on the table. I pack his lunch. He eats, says nothing, and leaves. I sit alone in the kitchen. I drink my tea slowly. I look out the window. The sun shines, but my heart is heavy. I do not feel happy. I do not feel love in this house anymore. Some time ago, I started to feel something was wrong. He came home late. He looked at his phone a lot. He smiled at messages, but not at me. He seemed far away. He sat next to me, but he felt like a stranger. I asked him if something was wrong, but he said no. He told me he was tired. He told me work was hard. But I knew it was not just work. He changed. He did not look into my eyes. He did not ask me how I felt. He did not laugh with me. He did not touch me with love. His hands felt cold. His heart felt far away. I started to feel like I was alone in this marriage. One night he left his phone on the table. He went to take a shower. I looked at the phone. I did not want to. But I could not stop myself. I opened the messages. I saw one name many times. I saw hearts. I saw messages full of care. My heart broke. My hands shook. I could not believe it. He was talking to another woman. He was giving her the love he no longer gave me. I did not cry that night. I sat in silence. I waited for him to come out of the shower. I looked at him. I saw a man I did not know. A man who once promised to love me. A man who now loved someone else. I wanted to know who she was. I wanted to know why she was more important than me. I wanted to see her face. I wanted to understand why he gave her his heart. So I started to watch him. I watched where he went. I watched how he smiled when he got messages. I wrote down the name I saw. I started to search for her. I wanted to know everything. During the day, I acted normal. I cooked. I cleaned. I smiled when people talked to me. But inside, I was broken. I was full of pain. I felt like I was not enough. I felt small. I felt empty. Every night I thought about her. Was she younger than me? Was she prettier than me? Did she make him laugh? Did she tell him sweet things? I asked myself these questions again and again. My heart hurt more each day. I searched online. I used the name I saw. I found her page. I looked at her pictures. She had long hair. She smiled a lot. She looked happy. I looked at her for a long time. I did not hate her. I just wanted to understand what she had that I did not. He still came home late. He still did not look at me. He still touched his phone more than my hand. I still made him dinner. I still washed his clothes. But every time I saw his face, I thought of her. I thought of how he looked at her with love. I followed him one evening. He said he was working late. I waited outside his office. He did not come out. I waited longer. Then I saw him get into a car. She was in the car. I saw them drive away. I did not follow. I just stood there. I felt cold. I felt like the air was gone. I could not move. I stood in the dark, alone. When I came home, I sat on the floor. I looked at the wall. I asked myself what I did wrong. I asked myself why he stopped loving me. I asked myself if love can die so easily. I wanted to scream. But I stayed quiet. Only tears came. Days passed. I said nothing to him. I watched him. I listened to his voice. His voice was soft when he talked on the phone with her. It was not soft when he talked to me. His eyes were warm when he looked at the screen. They were cold when he looked at me. I thought about leaving. I thought about packing my things. I thought about walking away. But something inside me still hoped he would come back. Still hoped he would love me again. Still hoped he would choose me. I started to write in a notebook. I wrote how I felt. I wrote about my pain. I wrote about my anger. I wrote about my memories. I remembered our first year. I remembered the way he held my hand. I remembered the way we laughed. I remembered our wedding. I remembered the promises. I wrote everything. The notebook became my friend. I did not sleep much. I woke up early. I looked at the ceiling. I felt tired. My body was heavy. My heart was tired. I lived like a shadow. I smiled outside. But inside, I was lost. One morning, I looked at myself in the mirror. My eyes were not bright. My face looked older. I did not feel like me. I missed the old me. The me who smiled, who loved, who dreamed. I wanted to find her again. I started to walk in the morning. I walked by the river. I watched the water. It moved fast. It did not stop. It reminded me that life moves on. I sat on a bench. I closed my eyes. I felt the wind. For a moment, I felt free. I asked myself if I wanted to keep living like this. I asked myself if this pain would go away. I asked myself if I had the power to leave. I did not have the answer. But I kept asking. I knew the truth now. I knew he loved someone else. I saw her. I saw the way he looked at her. I knew he gave her the love that once was mine. But I also knew that I deserved love. I deserved to be seen. I deserved to be happy. I was not ready to leave. But I was ready to change. I was ready to love myself again. I was ready to stand up. I was ready to stop waiting. I was ready to find my voice. And that is where my new story begins.